Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I am going to make Kaileileia's recipe. This is her chicken and green beans with mustard and oregano. It's like ground mustard, not mustard, squeezed mustard. So I have about 2 pounds of chicken, 2 to 3 pounds of chicken, and 2 tablespoons of 2 tablespoons of butter that I am starting to melt here. And we're going to get everything started to the chicken almost cooked before we add the green beans. So I'm going to first melt the butter. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, heart, share this video. This is our first day of the 7-day challenge. And this is our first meal in a lot of hours. So the community is doing a 24-hour fast on the first day of this 7-day challenge, and you get community support, so you're not doing it alone. It's so great, and I got some strength training in today, as well as some cardio while I fasted, and that's so great. And so did Joe did it with me too, which is also great. Winning. We're a winning team. All right. So tell me where you're watching from and what it is. Do you do 24-hour fast? I know we talked about this earlier today. So tell me again. And tomorrow we will be doing a 16-hour fast and continuing to eat high protein, low carb. That is our everyday lifestyle. However, during this challenge, it is everyone's everyday lifestyle to eat high protein, low carb. All right, now.
Correction, I will do a 18 to 20 hour fast. That's what I do.
That's what he does. Okay, so he fasts longer than I do. I normally do only 16 hours. Except for it now, twice a month, I'm doing a 24-hour the goal is 24 hours. All right, now, this is almost melted. Let me move it around and get this here. All right. We make this a lot because the girls really like it. Kaileileia created it like 3 years ago, and it was so good that we just have continued to make it because it's so good. So I want to make sure I'm not missing one ingredient. I feel like maybe it has one thing that I didn't realize. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna add some of our seasoning, but not all of our seasoning. So we're gonna add first a teaspoon of pink salt to the chicken. And then we're gonna add some more pink salt later. Actually, I'm gonna do a teaspoon and a half of pink salt. When we were in Europe, we used Atlantic sea salt. And I don't know the sea salt that's in the US. I don't know what it is. And then we're gonna use a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then we're gonna add the rest of the seasoning once our chicken is cooked and to the whole thing, like to the chicken and the green beans. But this is all of the garlic powder that we're gonna add. Tell me what you did to move your body today. I would love to celebrate you and say great job, because moving your body is such an important part of every day. Whether you do it in a formal way, like in a gym, or if you do it on the kitchen floor and do push-ups, or you do some squats, or you hold something heavy and you do some squats. That's what I did today. I held a medicine ball, 12-pound medicine ball downstairs, and I did some squats. And I also tried to do this thing, and I did not last for as many squats as I lasted for the medicine ball. But I squatted, and then I went like this with the medicine ball. Squatted, and went like this. I only lasted 15 going up like this with the medicine ball, but I lasted 50 squats with just the ball, holding the ball. And did some push-ups today, and did some shoulder shrugs maybe with some weights, and did some tricep extensions or I don't know. I went like this. What's this called? Tricep extensions with some dumbbells. All right. What did you do today? Tell me in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, heart, share the video, and you're gonna want to try this chicken. So I'm trying to get it to cook a little bit faster, but it is going some slow. Going a little bit slow. I might just go ahead and put it all in and then just make sure that normally I just make sure that the chicken is cooked, so I cook it a little bit more before I add the beans, but as long as it's all cooked, it's all good. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the green beans and keep cooking it and add a couple more seasonings and one more ingredient. So we are using 24 ounces of green beans. We're using frozen green beans, but you can use fresh green beans if you want. It'll just take a little bit longer to cook, which is no problem. So I'm going to mix these. I'm going to add my other ingredients, and then we're just going to let it saute until the chicken is cooked. And the green beans are the tenderness that you prefer them. All right, so to this we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I'll never forget when Kaileileia made this recipe the first time. She had all these spices that we had brought with us. We were on a trip, and she had all these spices. She sniffed them all, and she sniffed, and she was trying to figure out, like, okay, which spices do I want to use, and then which quantities do I want to use. So she determined all of that for this recipe. And we were all so excited about how it turned out. A little bit surprised, I think. And even we were staying with someone who's a really great cook herself. She's gone to culinary school, and she was very impressed with Kaileileia's recipe. Okay, now that is mixed, we're gonna add the rest of our spices and then just let it saute. So we're going to add another teaspoon of pink salt. And then after that, to taste, you probably don't need more than that, but you could. And then of course I add cayenne pepper to mine. Joe adds cayenne pepper to his. Okay, now we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of oregano. 1.5 teaspoons of oregano. 1.5 teaspoons. That's 1. Here's the half. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard powder. 1 teaspoon of mustard powder. And then 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes, dried parsley, or you can use a tablespoon of fresh. 1 teaspoon of parsley. And then that is it. Oh no, yep, that's it. That is the spices, and now we're just gonna mix them in and let them saute, let the chicken cook. I'm gonna stir it occasionally so that it gets well mixed and is ready. So let me show you what it looks like at the moment. And then it's just a matter of letting it cook, stirring it, letting it cook, stirring it, letting it cook, stirring it. All right, here it is. That is it. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. We will see you tomorrow from my house to your kitchen. Global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.